Hi, welcome to my Dreamee crochet channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful scrunchie. It's really easy to make and you can make it in lots of different colors. You will need a ball of yarn, ideally fine sport number 2, and you can use 100% cotton or 100% acrylic, but I used a blend of both. You will also need a 3mm hook, a pair of scissors, a hair tie, and a yarn needle. So we will start by making a slip knot on the hook, and then we will single crochet all around the hair tie, which will be our round one. So that's the slip knot done. Now grab the hair tie and insert your hook inside the tie. And try to hold the tail behind the tie so you can hide it inside the stitches. So insert the hook, grab the tail, hide it behind the tie, insert, yarn over and pull the yarn through the inside of the hair tie, yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. And that's your first single crochet done. Now continue single crochet all the way around the hair tie. If you get these gaps between your stitches, then make sure to push the stitches to the side so they are close to each other. You want them to be really dense so you don't have large gaps between the stitches when you stretch the tie. And continue to do this maybe every 10 stitches or so, just make sure they are close to each other. Okay, we can now cut the tail off and continue to single crochet around. So let's just cut it off. And I'll just do a few more stitches with you and then I will meet you at the end. If the tail is still sticking out, then just pull it out a bit and cut some more off. Okay, so now single crochet all the way around and I will meet you at the end of this round. Okay, I have now finished round 1 and I have 60 stitches in total. You may have more or less stitches depending on the size of the hair tie you are using, but just make sure you have an even number of stitches. You should be able to stretch the hair tie without any problems, and you will have little gaps, but they will disappear again once the hair tie goes back to its normal shape. So we are now ready to close round 1 by slip stitching into the first stitch. So it's this one here, right at the beginning here. So slip stitch in there. And start round 2 by chaining 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And this chain will count as your first double crochet in this round. Then we need to do another 2 double crochet stitches at the base of the starting chain. So I'll show you where. It's just here, literally right at the bottom of the chain. So that's 1 double crochet and then 1 more into the same stitch. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 double crochets in here. Then do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And then 3 double crochets in the next one. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 stitches. So from now on, you will be taking turns between 2 double crochets in one stitch and 3 double crochets in another stitch. So continue with this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of round 2. Okay, so I'm almost done with round 2, only a few stitches left to do. So I followed the pattern all the way around, and now I'll just quickly finish the few stitches and will show you how to close this round. Okay, so this is the last stitch in this round. You will not crochet in the slip stitch, so just in this one. And you should end the round with 2 double crochets in the last stitch. I mean, that is if you had an even number of stitches in round 1. Okay, so that's round 2 completed, and as you can see, it's already starting to look like a scrunchie. And if you would prefer a smaller scrunchie, then you could just slip stitch and fasten off after this round. But we will continue by slip stitching into the third chain of the starting chain. And if you find it difficult to count the stitches in the starting chain, then just go by the first double crochet in this round and slip stitch into the stitch next to it. So this one here on the right hand side of the first double crochet. So slip stitch in there. And chain 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And you will now do 2 double crochets into the base of the starting chain. So again, it's right below the chain, just here. So that's 1 double crochet and 1 more into the same stitch. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. Next, do 3 double crochets into the next stitch. And again 3 double crochet stitches in the next stitch. And you will continue doing 3 double crochet stitches in each stitch all the way around. So I'll let you finish this round and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I have gone all the way around and again have only a few stitches left. So let me finish this round so I can show you how to fasten off and how to weave the yarn ends in. Okay, so this is the last stitch in this round, so we will do the last 3 double crochet stitches in that one. And we will now close this round by slip stitching into the third chain of the starting chain. We will fasten off using the invisible fasten off method. So pull the yarn a bit and cut it off. Pull the tail through the loop. Give it a little pull. And now you can thread the yarn needle with this tail. You will now insert the needle into the second stitch in this round. So skip the one you slip stitched into and insert it into this one. So not this one, but the second one here. Insert the needle, pull it through. And now go back into the stitch the yarn tail is coming from. So not here, but here where the yarn tail is coming from. And go from the top through the middle of the stitch. And as you can see, this gives you a really nice and seamless finish. Now turn your work over and weave the yarn tails in. So I tend to follow the rule of 3, which means I weave the yarn tail in 3 different directions, just to make sure it is really secure. Okay, so that's one direction. Now I'm gonna change the direction and go back. Okay, now let's change the direction again, the last time. Okay, that's done, so let's cut the yarn tail off. And give it a little stretch. And that's it, the scrunchie is completed. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. So please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to receive an update every time I publish a new video. Thank you for watching.